So we were talking about motivation. We were talking about the inner fire and the outer fire, and all the things that we need to support that. I do have a free report that is called Motivation: How to Light a Fire, and it goes through a lot of the things that we talked about here: preparing your foundation, gathering your fuel, and it talks about the figurative and the literal fires that we were talking about earlier. That free report can be downloaded or read at the link that I am going to be providing you below here, and it's on my website, ferrisjean.com, but I will put the actual link to that report for you to easily find it just below this little short post. I was thinking about what we talked about. I know weight loss is a huge thing for a lot of people. I want to remind you that, first of all, be happy with who you are. Okay, everybody's body is different, and be happy and comfortable in your own body. But yes, obesity can be a health issue. It can be a mobility issue, and it can be a self-esteem issue. So if for any reason that you desire to do that, just take those things into account first. And I want you to think about that air again, because remember I showed you how when that wind picked up, if the fire had been going, it feeds it once it's going, because you can think of wind as also being lots of words, lots of information. And so if you have the right information at the right time, it can be very helpful to sustain what you're doing, what you're trying to accomplish. But at the beginning, before the fire was lit, that wind, too much wind, would actually put it out. And I want you to think about, if you're deciding to eat better, to make sure that you consider this. Lots of times we're getting misinformation. And if you're going to change your diet, I want you to consider a diet that's sustainable and healthy for you. It shouldn't be a fad diet. Do your research. Is this something that you can continue on doing? Is this something that's going to support your overall health? Okay, so be very careful. Do lots of research about that. Get the help that you need. Listen to what other people have done. Have they been able to sustain this over a long period of time? Okay, so that's just one example. There's lots of things that a person can do. Lots of things that you might think of that is your inspiration, and that could be quitting smoking, or not drinking so much, or getting more activity, more exercise, more physical activity. It could be managing your stress better. It could be stimulating your brain by being more creative this year. It could be being more social or less social, depending on what the circumstances are. So whatever your inspiration is, whatever your goal is, make sure that you do have the support that you need. Now I've got a nice fire going, and I'm going to let you just enjoy that for a little bit.